Thursday. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing Jones. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now Jones. That is caught by Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing, because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too.
Touchdown, 49ers. Tre'Quan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Clock now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for everyone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that
touchdown. That's caught. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll get this one to Pittman. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd down and 3. Locke going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Running right, Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones lets it fly for Thielen. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Clay Brooks to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And all the way to 27. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on first down. And going right back to Pittman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. A check down here to Jones. So we have, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lock's throw complete there to Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it.
After reviewing the play, the one on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Lock now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there, as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st down, Locke eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down at the 38. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty simple. Symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll look to set up his blockers. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job.
After review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Locke off of play action. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down. And that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Locke now to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Locke gonna go on fourth down. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the 49ers are gonna get the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw's gonna be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Jones on third down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Throwing now is Locke. Steps away to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this off DTN. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw it is Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now it's Locke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Jones completes this to Waring. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jones on 1st and 10. That is going to be caught by the tight end Waring. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing, Jones. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 25 on second down, Jones. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A giant hole up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Clay Brooks to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Jones now to throw on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And take it right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second?